Okay, today we're gonna unpack a Seedling station starter kit. Comes with a light growing kit that you can plug in, so get some growing light as opposed to putting it outside. So I opened up the box already. This is the Seedling starting kit with grow light. That's what's inside this box, which came inside that box. Looks like we have the power supply. Okay, plug it in directly here to the light, or better option is that it has a dimmer switch. So off, on, and then dimmer, make it brighter. You can control it. And then there's the plug. You would put this in between the power supply and the light itself. Looks like some hanging kits here. So there's some directions there. There you go. Hangers for optional mounting. Suction cup for it has a dome without a handle. Here's, I believe, is the dome they're talking about. So this is going to go right over this planting box here. Bam. Okay, I'll just set it up, show what it looks like. Now my kit, you can buy it just with the grow light and the kit like this, the canister and the light. They have other options. This option came with a 50 core color seed starters. So they're just, I'll open it up later, just little pellets. Get a little wet, put a little seeds in the middle, and let it sprout. Put them on the circles inside. The other kit, I believe, is just a square block of Coir. Same material, but it's gonna not be circles. It's gonna be like a block, and then you add water and then spread it. Probably just spread it out in there. But I think there's 3 different options. Without any growing core, with the block core, and then with these circle discs seedling kits. There's what's right there, seed starters. Okay, all right, let's put this together and see what it looks like. There's a little quick start instructions. There you go. Best results. Propagate dome should be 70-80 degrees Fahrenheit or 27 Celsius. Humidity level should be high, 90% to 100. That's what that dome is for, that clear dome, to keep the humidity in there. Using air vents to help increase or decrease humidity and temperature. If you have a thermometer, you can probably stick it in there and give you an idea. Cautions: don't get the light wet, don't bend the power cord. Another caution was right there. Make sure you put some type of droop in your power cable, so if any water happens to get on the cable and starts running down, it'll run down and drip on that bottom loop and not go into your outlet. That's very important. And of course, you probably put a dish underneath it, a little bowl or something to collect that water, especially if you're doing it inside. If you're doing it in your garage, that's up to you. That's probably what I will do it probably in my garage. I'll probably set it up there. Okay. All right. I also might put this on a counter inside the kitchen near an outlet. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I moved outside, a little bit quieter. So anyway, let's talk about this real quick. There's the cover. Cover is decent enough. It's, you know, flexible. Probably lasts for a couple years. If it's outside, probably won't last very long. What I do like is this base, though. I've had a base like similar, but it was more flimsy. This one is thicker and less flimsy-like. There is no drainage, but you don't need it for this. Remember, this is just to get your seedlings going and get your your cuttings growing and stuff, and then once they grow, you're gonna transplant it into a pot or something else anyway. So it's not, you're not gonna use this to grow anything really, just to get started. All right, let's go ahead and finish this and put this together. There's also a nice thing that it came with a grower's guide, so you can kind of go through this. I guess it shows some how cutting, how to plant it. So that's kind of cool. It's informative and helpful. So something to read through. Okay, you'll notice it comes with the hangers for optional mounting and the section cups. It's for if you have a dome with no handles. This one has a handle. See that? This is the handle here. Then you'll probably need the section cups to kind of hold it in place. This is the underside. Those are the LED lights. It's very simple to put this on. Just once you put your seedling box in, got your water in there, all you're going to do is place it right on top. So the light just hangs right on top. It's on the outside. So the cable's on the outside. Everything's on the outside, which is good. At first I thought I was hanging on the inside, but then I realized, nope, it's on the outside. Very simple and easy. Yeah, and then you just plug this in. So it's simple. All right, let's go plug this in. I'll show you how bright it is, and I think that'll be it. The rest will be just you growing your germinating your seeds. Okay, just one quick note. If you need section cups, it goes right there. You got 4 holes. Put one in already for you. Just push it in. Grab this out for you. So there's the knob. You're just gonna push that into that hole right there, and then it'll just stick to the top of your cover. And you just push it in there. Even with the handles, you can still use the suction cup. In fact, that is what I'm gonna do. And then if you do decide to hang it, they do have the hanging brackets I showed earlier. You know, you're gonna have to provide your own mounting screws, with anchor bolts, whatever material that you need to secure it into your wall or ceiling, whatever you're gonna hang it with, or hang it. That'll be entirely up to you. Provide your own mounting hardware. They just provide you the cable. And it appears that, let's see, the cable, yeah, so it appears that these two here will go onto here, I guess. They don't have really clear instructions, just the pictures, but it appears that you would hang these two. Well, instead of the suction cups, you'd put it through the clip here, and then it comes into one hook, and then you put that into your hanging hook that you've installed on the ceiling or overhead, and you do the same over here, and then that's how you would hang the light. Okay, let's turn this on. Okay, I moved indoor so you can see the lighting. This is primarily what this is used for anyway, indoors. It also gives you a nice little recipe for success, and that's in the book that I showed earlier. There's your light spectrum, depending on the type of plant you're gonna grow and what kind of light it needs, and recommendations. So look up your plant type that you're growing and look how to grow it, what lighting it needs, how long per day, and all that, and you can adjust it. Also, when your seedlings are done with this box and you grow it into pots, those hangers we used earlier, you can use those hangers and hang the light, or if you have a different light setup, you can do that. Okay, I got it plugged in here. I got it plugged into the dimmer and plugged into the outlet. So the dimmer's in between. And oops, so I had it on already. So I noticed it does take a time to come on. So I turned it on now. There it goes. So now you can change the light spectrum as you need it. You know, the brighter it is, higher on the spectrum. And this LED lighting works sufficiently enough. Nice uniform lighting inside. So yeah, it looks like it'll work just fine. So yeah, it's definitely a nice, useful seedling starter. I think this will definitely work. All right, and there you have it. You're all set. Happy growing.